I'd rather have a bowl of
Cocoa Pops.
I'd rather have a bowl of
Cocoa Pops.
I promise this has got a reason. It's to see if the microphones are all good and in sync. Hello, it's us again with another intermission episode of The Isaac. Don't worry about The Isaac. If you don't like The Isaac, you don't have to watch. We'll just be chatting in the background whilst it'll be like a normal tea review, but with something happening in the background that you can ignore. Also, Mabel's walking around.
Yeah, if you can hear the Mabel, she's running and walking. She's a good little guy.
So, where have we been? Where's all the content?
You've been unimaginably busy.
I've been really busy. I mean, the more important thing to mention is, like, the audio in here was pretty crap because we're at the Elise and Sam official headquarters now.
Yeah.
And the audio was, like, poo-poo, and I took personal umbrage with it. So I've made... I can hear loud dog breathing.
I don't know if you guys can hear her panting. We took her out on a walk before this.
Yeah, I made the executive decision to upgrade some of the sound treatment in here. We put some lovely sound panels. We got some bass traps, and more importantly, we got some like microphone enclosures.
Yeah, these microphone enclosures are really cool. Mabel, no, not right now.
So you won't hear hopefully too much from the other person, but obviously I'm the one sat at the PC, so I'm in front. And that's all. Sorry, I just want to mention, last time I played this game, I was like, this game's easy, and then I lost every run.
Yeah, you did.
I'm just going to, like, win now just to prove a point, by the way.
You just want to win. Nobody talked about it, to be fair, in the comments.
No, it's good, because that was not the point. Like, we're not here to play Isaac, we're here just to talk shop, you know, talk business.
Yeah. We're going to put this episode on the tax return.
The other annoying thing is the series I wanted to do, right? The download for it was, like... a bagillion gigabytes. It was actually like 500 gigabytes for the other game that we're going to play next.
Oh, yeah. I think I know which one you're on about.
That's just for like a chunk of it too, which is quite frustrating.
Sorry, Mabel's trying to eat the foam.
Yeah, the sound foam for in here.
Yeah.
If she starts to eat it, you're going to have her executed, I'm afraid.
That's
you're going to have to old yellow her.
We're gonna have to get her destroyed. Have we got this bug again?
Yeah, we got the invisible bosses bug, which is very annoying. It's a problem with... I think it's when like I've had a mod subscribed... and that mod hasn't updated properly, so now all the boss textures are poo-pooed. So I'm just going to have to rely on my incredible positioning.
Yes, you're truly a gamer. It's a good thing that they put shadows, I guess.
That's like genuinely quite nice of them, isn't it? So we've got two games. We're going to rotate between one and the other, and I'm not going to spoil any of it, so we can't really talk about much else. Have you got anything to talk about? Hey, I got something to talk about. I actually mentioned it in our group chat earlier. But this is more of a deep cut for like me and the sphere that I used to understand, certainly was not affiliated with, I need to clarify that strongly, is the Kanye situation.
Oh, yeah.
This was really bizarre for me, because I've been into a wide, should we take a gamble? Fanny pack. I've been into a wide gamut of music, right? And I was familiar with the Norwegian black metal band Burzum, and I knew a few of their songs from a few albums. I was a fan, I suppose, in the loosest sense of the word. But what I found really bad, and I stopped listening to this guy, right? The guy behind it, Varg, because not only is he a fucking psychopath who killed the guy, he also, like, went down the crazy, like, white supremacist rabbit hole. Like, I like, this guy, like, transcends it to the point that he's, like, writing fake science on why his shit is correct.
Yeah, he's evil, dude.
Yeah, it's like, that's exactly the word for it. He's
vile.
Straight up evil. And this is really bizarre to me, that Kanye put out this, like, an album or an EP called Vultures. And I saw it, and I was like, I've seen that album before. And then, and I looked into it, and it's identical in terms of font and kind of composition, right? The actual kind of photograph album cover itself, to a Burzum album. And I was like, oh, God, Kanye's doing this again, right? Because the guy who's the man behind the band Burzum, the evil fella, is also massively anti-Semitic. And I thought this was part of Kanye's... Like, I think we all did to some extent, right? When Kanye first started going a bit fucking crazy and off the rails. I think we were all like, okay, so this is some mad bit of performance art to drum up hype for an album or whatever. And then a lot of people are like, oh, he's off his meds or he's just in a bad place mentally. No, he's just a fucking lunatic. He's just, like, actually a bad person at this point, and I don't think there's...
Yeah, it's hard to defend at this point,
You're welcome to argue against it, but, like...
I don't think many people would at this point.
I think he's gone a bit too overboard. But, yeah, no, he was wearing the shirt of this guy who is this white supremacist anti-Semite guy. And I was like, oh, what a strange crossover between these worlds. And I had no idea this was, like, a big thing that was happening in the Kanye sphere. I just recognized the album artwork and was like, this is really, really strange. Just thought it was very, very bizarre. But then it kind of makes sense, you know. It tracks, I think, is the expression.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that. It was just a little bizarre thing that this is obviously months old, this news now, but it's been written down for months too. So
Yeah. We were talking just about like a lot of stuff.
Shitty musicians in general. Just
Honestly, if you, because we've got a friend that's really into classic rock, and you've kind of got to be careful with a lot of classic rock and metal, especially just metal in general. But like,
God. I was talking about Dave Mustaine, who's the man behind Megadeth, right? He is like he went a bit nuts and went like full on far right. He was like proper build the wall type guy before Build the Wall was even like a thing in the public zeitgeist. It was really bizarre, and he went like off the rails, right wing lunatic, and he was like, oh yeah, Obama wasn't born in the US, and he was, well, you know, one of those types. No politics, please, but one of those types, you know.
Yeah.
And that was like so bizarre because a lot of these thrash metal bands that have evolved out from punk all ended up being, and even punk itself. I mean, fucking hell, look at the Sex Pistols, how they ended up. They all were like seen as so like liberal and hippie and crazy, weren't they? By like, especially like my nan's generation, she couldn't believe it. Like, people would dye their hair. That's insane. And they've all ended up just being like right-wing grifters.
Yeah, it's
Is
quite
that going to happen to us?
I hope not. Like, because when you look at like the more, I suppose, mainstream rock music and metal of today, a lot of it is not that way leaning, or at least if it is,
but it wasn't
quiet.
at the time, and then it just...
No, it wasn't. It's kind of like how it comes up on bloody Twitter all the time, where people realise that Tom Morello isn't a right-wing person.
Oh yeah,
and then
he's
it becomes like comes up as like a controversy when they're like, what do you mean? What do you mean that Rage Against the Machine isn't right-wing?
People's lack of media literacy should be a controversy, but not for that reason.
I think it's pretty worrying how little... Like, I did English literature as an A-level, and that was like...
I did media studies at A-level.
Yeah, so I kind of had to learn about these things.
People are thick.
People just don't have any...
Sorry, people are stupid. It's a controversial, strong chat. Oh, you're a YouTuber. But like, genuinely, people are very... This is terrifying.
I just
people
think
are
that,
idiots.
Like it's a kind of thing like it verges on conspiratorial, but is kind of true that that because of the way that education syllabuses are made, people aren't required to know this stuff.
No, of course not.
So people don't learn it, you know, because people don't go out on their own and try and learn these things unless they already care.
Take everything at face value. Except for the things you should be taking at face value.
I like things like Marvel films, but like Marvel films are definitely a product of the whole like we don't need any media literacy mindset. Like they're no brain.
Easy digestible stuff. That's fine. So you wouldn't get a Citizen Kane in 2024.
You would, but they wouldn't be like.
Citizen Kane would be a superhero instead. It'd be Batman.
We're in an interesting world right now, I suppose.
I haven't got any like big point to make or anything because I'm on like 1 day's sleep.
He's very tired.
No, I meant the opposite of that. I haven't slept in the last like 30 hours.
Yeah, you've not slept.
And we just took the dog out for a big walk through the fields and the hills and the mountains.
Yeah, there were Barbie clouds today.
Sorry?
Barbie clouds. It's what me and my family call clouds that are pink.
Pink cloud. You know what I call them?
Pink clouds.
Fucking pink clouds.
Yeah, we call them Barbie clouds. It's cute.
Well, it's not cute. It's infantile. It's pathetic.
Yeah, all right.
And you should know that Barbie is a manufactured product of the Mattel Corporation, and you are forwarding their capitalist agenda. so much for media literacy.
So much for media literacy.
Am I right, fellow gamers?
I guess I could talk about some things that I've written down because I'm really good friends with a German person. And I'm so sorry. Yeah, I know, right? And
I haven't forgiven them.
She brought up the topic of bread sores.
Oh my god! So okay, completely independent of this,
you got a TikTok of it,
a video of it of a guy who's like in Germany.
He's a British guy with a German girlfriend
who was like confused about the bread sore, and I'm like 100%. Other Europeans, please chime in. In all the European places I've been to, I've not once seen a bread sore, and I've been to Spain and Italy and France. And that's the only other European countries as far as I know.
Right, so she was explaining this to me because I was like, why the fuck do you have a bread saw? Like, why do you... What?
And to clarify, this is like, it was like a table saw for bread.
Yeah, it's like a circular saw.
Yeah, exactly
It's
that.
a fucking circular saw, but they use it for bread. And she was like, well, what would you use to cut bread? And I was like, a
A bread knife.
I'm like, what?
What did you do in Germany before the electricity?
She was like, well, you get nice even slices. And I was like, you can get even slices if you just cut it normally with a bread knife.
This seems like a manufactured... this is them, like, feeding us the poison to sell us the cure, isn't it?
Well, the thing is...
Do Germans make, like, particularly hard bread? Are they in line with, like, big bread in Germany?
Like, if you go to, like, a bakery, they'll often have, like, a bread saw there if they're cutting loaves, but you don't have one in your house.
What's the equivalent, like... Big farmer, like big bread in German though.
What's bread called in German?
Schweckbrot or something like that.
But like she was talking to me about this. And apparently in their supermarkets they just have the bread saws out and you cut your own bread. And I was like,
okay,
you couldn't do that in this country.
With the claws? No. They're like I've actually seen them in our country in this country.
Yeah.
They're like reverse vending machines. You put your bread in and it takes it into a little compartment and little claws come out and it grabs it.
No, she said that they just have the saw out.
No.
That's what she said.
No.
Germans in the comments can explain it if they want. But she said, I was like, wait, so you don't have anything like... Because health and safety in this country would not allow you to have a bread saw out.
Listen, there are some rural parts of Europe where I'm sure bread saws are handed out freely to children.
I mean, she does live in like rural Bavaria, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's like probably at least 40 years behind, like health and safety standards,
Yeah.
So I wouldn't expect much from those people.
Whoa.
With their bread. Well, they apparently can't even cut fucking bread straight without the help of power tools, so let's not give them that much credit.
Thing, like, it's just like weird German shit. Like, I couldn't believe it. I was
strange
like, no
people.
way.
Strange.
Ain't no way.
Strange alien people.
You know what I figured out the other day, which like broke my poor tiny mind. I was really upset about this.
Is this more complaint about Europe?
This is complaining about every country besides the UK.
I'm in. Brexit means Brexit. I'm a proper Brexit geezer.
You know what I realised and I hadn't thought about like ever? We
Okay.
Like we have kettles in every hotel.
We do, yes.
And no countries do that besides us. They don't give us free tea in other countries. Like, why? That's like backwards. You should give free tea.
Well, surely you get like coffee though in America, right?
No.
Oh, you can probably get like a Nespresso or something that destroys the planet.
You don't even get that. When I was in Disneyland and I stayed in Disney Hotel, I didn't get anything. No free shit in my hotel. Like, if you went to a hotel in this country, you expect a kettle and free tea.
Very legitimate
and a free
British
biscuit.
complaint here. I went to Disney World and they didn't have a kettle.
It's true. There should be a kettle. Yeah.
I'd have got a refund, mate. I wouldn't have stood for that shit.
I genuinely, like, my brain was actually broken because I had never noticed it until I thought about it for a second. I was like, wait, so you don't get, like... Because I was like, we have a Bible in the drawer and you have a kettle in your room.
Bible in the drawer.
Am I wrong, though? They've started to stop doing the Bible in the drawer.
They do,
but they still have the kettle.
Non-denominational literature now, so you'll generally get, like, a copy of Great Expectations or something...
But like it used to be like for common practice, you'd have a Bible and you'd have
a copy of the King James and you'd have a kettle and you'd have a little biscuit.
Yeah, you'd always get a free biscuit.
Like a fucking malted milk in a wrapper.
And if they don't replace the biscuit in the tea every day, then you're fucking having a nightmare. That's not okay.
Oh yeah, no, that's hotel like min-maxing. Is you always
you take all
even if you're not eating those biscuits, you hide them so they restock the biscuits.
You put them in your suitcase
for sure.
Yeah.
No one's arguing with that.
No, you should do that. If you come to the UK, by the way, and you want to use the kettle in the hotels, here's some good advice for you. Make sure you empty all the water out.
Right, yeah.
Rinse it out multiple times and boil the water, then rinse it out again.
Here's what I was going to say. There's been a rumor going around for the past, I would say, like 10 years, that people were pissing in hotel kettles for a laugh.
I don't think a thing people do.
I don't know. It's probably apocryphal because that's like illegal. You'd probably get charged with like vandalism at the very least, public endangerment maybe.
Because people, like cleaners are now in hotels are really vigilant about, at least in good hotels. Like if you go to it sounds silly, but going to a Premier Inn, at least you know it's going to be like clean.
Never ever Airbnb. Never
Don't
Airbnb.
No.
Listen, millennials, Zoomers as well, and whatever the Generation Alpha, right? Okay. If you ever want to own a home, you must never go to an Airbnb. You must not take part in that. Those are people destroying this world. But you do not need... No one needs more than one house. Okay? And you are going to encourage this. And you're going to bring about the end faster. We all need to stand firm. I'm standing firm. Do you know the last time I had McDonald's nuggets?
Like 2 months ago, right?
Months ago. Okay, I'm standing firm, so you can stand firm too. Get a hotel. Support enormous, multinational, foreign chains. I'm going to come back in here now to re-roll it. This is the worst day of my life, bro.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, that's... Is that... I never really considered that, but I can't escape its gravitational pull. I've never considered that was a British-only thing.
Yeah, it's a British-only thing
to
have a kettle in your hotel.
To be fair, though, Americans don't have kettles. Now, I'm not sure if it's because you have that weak, pathetic colonial electricity.
Well, apparently, like my German friend also doesn't have a kettle.
What do they do?
Like her mum hides the kettle.
So, hang on. Whoa. You know where I'm going with this, clearly. I'm sure you can see where my fucking mind's going. They got power tools to slice bread. Which anybody with any vaguely sharp object could do. You could tear the fucking thing off the loaf. Yet apparently they're incapable of... Oh my god.
Oh, screw.
Apparently they're incapable of boiling water on anything but what? Like an old pot? How does that work? You put like a copper still above the fireplace?
I don't know, man. I just find like I never thought I was like patriotic until that moment. I was like, no, maybe I am.
I just don't trust them. I'll never forgive them.
I'll never forgive them. Like, how dare you not have?
I meant that as a
kettles.
JoJo reference, but like also.
Yeah, they're also like actually.
Also, they have committed crimes.
Yeah. But yeah, if your country does free tea in hotels that's based, I'll come to your country.
Turkey, they did.
Did they have free tea? I don't remember.
Well, we got free tea everywhere we went.
Yeah, so everywhere you went, you got free tea. But that's like when I used to go to Greece and everyone would just give you free ouzo all the time.
Well, that's not quite as, like...
God damn, will you stop hitting that fucking bomb?
Shut up.
Skill issue.
It's homing bombs. It's homing bombs. I have no control of where they go, vaguely.
Yeah, in Turkey you got like free apple tea like everywhere.
Yeah, I'm big friends with Turkey.
I'm down with Turkey.
Absolutely big friends with Turkey because
they've got your favorite. They've got kofta. They got baklava.
Tremendous desserts in Turkey. You've nailed it. You really have just like nailed the dessert selection in Turkey. So we gotta give them big props for that.
I really want to go back to Turkey. We went to like. Where did we go?
We went to Istanbul and we went to Bodrum.
We went to Bodrum, and Istanbul was cool.
Bodrum, famous for nice beaches and the mausoleum of Halikarnassus, right?
Yeah,
but we didn't go and see it in the end because it was like
apparently the reviews weren't very great.
A horrific tourist trap to see some rocks. Which listen, I understand it's a site of tremendous historical significance, but simultaneously, it sort of loses its significance somewhat if I'm queued up behind, thousands of other Germans to see it. To thousands of exceptionally red Germans.
There were a lot of Germans. Like you see loads of them. Like
you can pick them out of a crowd.
When I went to Crete, because there's like two halves of Crete. And often one half is where the Germans go and the other half is where the British go. And we went to the German half on this one holiday when I turned 18. That's why I got all the free ouzo. It's because I turned 18 and they were like, oh my God, it's your birthday. So then they gave me like loads of ouzo.
German half and that.
No, it's like the Scandinavians were all on that half as well. They were just all over the place. They were nice. It was cool. It was a good holiday. There was this like woman who was Scottish and she was married to a Norwegian guy. And obviously, like, to all the people who were like, you don't have an accent anymore. And when I go back to Yorkshire, the accent comes back stronger. I'm not going to speak in a strong Yorkshire accent for a bloody Elise and Sam video. It was ridiculous.
The vice chair's here. I'll take charge. He wasn't from Yorkshire, though. He was from Cheshire.
But anyway, we were surprised that he could, like, pick up on our accent so well. We found out he had a Scottish wife, so he just understood, like, thick accents in English pretty well, which is cool,
Sorry? You had a Scottish wife so you can understand thick English accents.
She spoke English, man. You know what I mean? Like, if I was
I wasn't expecting her to crack out like Gaelic or anything, but...
Well, I didn't mean that she was speaking with an English accent. I meant that she's speaking English.
She's from Edinburgh. Is that it?
I don't remember where she was from.
Oh,
I didn't ask her. I wasn't like, hey, love, where you from?
Leviathan? Oh, still not. Fucking hell, mate.
Mabel's absolutely going ham on her bed
She's going ham, and we're all about that life. We stand Mabel. Ooh, hello.
Ooh.
We stand Mabel going ham. Honestly, live your life, queen.
Mabel,
slay.
stop eating that.
What's she eating?
She's eating her bed.
I get it. You
pissed off at us, Mabel.
It's because we're playing Isaac and not...
And not her. We're not playing with her. Little shit.
She's
going for a surgery soon, isn't she?
She is going for a surgery soon.
It was an absolute nightmare getting it booked though because
Do you know
we
how
don't
difficult it is
drive.
to do anything if you don't drive?
Yeah, so difficult. Things I don't want to drive though.
That's the problem with having a dog. Like, we'd be totally fine not driving.
If we didn't have a dog, yeah.
But, you know, these are the sacrifices we've got to make. I got them hickey cups.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn how to drive so that we can.
How's that going?
Take Mabel. Getting lessons in the UK currently is an absolute fucking nightmare.
Yeah, what's going on with that? Is everyone just learning at the same time?
I don't know. Apparently, part of the issue was that during COVID.
Oh, here we go again.
There was like a huge backlog of people trying to learn, and then they made it so that like you. This is what I said to the guy that's going to teach me. But we've not got sessions until June. So, but yeah, from what he said, like it's a bit of a nightmare to actually get instructors and people who can do tests. So tests have got a backlog of 3 months. So you have to book your test like 3 months in advance if you want to get it.
Insane.
And apparently they changed it so anybody who was qualified to teach was qualified to do the test.
Oh, really?
But
they're that desperate?
Yeah, they were that desperate. And then they said, oh no, we sorted the problem now, so we're going to stop doing it. And then immediately the backlog became longer again.
Shocking. That's crazy, bro.
That's
I got a question.
Bureaucracy in this country.
How long do you think we'll stop blaming all of this country's problems on COVID?
I don't know.
Because other countries, I don't know, don't seem to have... I'm not as well versed, of course, in, you know, worldwide affairs. But, like, I feel like we have a lot more of these complaints. It seems like, oh, you can't blame the government, it's COVID. It's, like, still happening. And it's been, like, what, 40, 50 years now since that?
50 years.
You know? How long ago was it? I feel like it was 50 years ago.
I mean, it's still technically going, but like...
Okay, I'm going to say something controversial. I'm actually kind of jealous of people who got to experience... Now, I've got to be careful with my words here. Experience COVID. Now, I had COVID, so I'm allowed to say this, okay?
No, I don't think you are.
What I mean is, like, people who... Because I didn't work at, like, an office job. I didn't have to commute.
So what you mean is
for the first, like, 3 or 4 weeks, that must have been awesome. The amount of freedom to learn skills, to catch up on housework, to do shit must have been awesome. But for me, it was another 2 years of doing the same shit I'd done the previous 2 years. I'm mad jealous. I want what's like anti-COVID. Like, if you stay at home, you start developing horrible boils and cysts. I want that to happen, and then I'm gonna be forced to, like, well, I mean, I would be unemployed and I would be on the street.
Yeah.
We'd lose our home.
But
other than that, it would be awesome. Yeah, how dare you suggest I haven't thought this through?
Idiot.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, goodness. Do you want to take a look at our list of things to talk about?
Do I want to? Yeah, I'd fucking love to. Let me just grow an extra arm.
I meant to say, do you want me to? I don't know if I said it.
Yeah,
wrong.
I'd love you to. Let me just grow an extra mouth to tell you to do that.
I'm trying to open up our server, but my hands are too small. I didn't get my pop socket on my phone.
What, do they make smaller phones?
Oh, yes.
Oh, no.
The Naruto subreddit.
The Naruto subreddit?
Because we were sat up until like 4 a.m. the other day laughing at Joe Hokage memes.
Oh, my God. This is such a narrow topic of conversation you've chosen.
It's just something I wrote down because we were genuinely crying. It just feels like Naruto is like not in the public zeitgeist as much as it used to be.
Oh no, it's dead. It's real dead.
I actually saw a post about this. Like, I don't remember which. It must have been on Reddit, but like I saw people going like, "What anime was like huge, and now nobody talks about it."
I feel like it's not a case of it being like was huge once, because there's a lot of anime that were huge once, but people still fondly remember. Like, I think Bleach probably. I know it's kind of come back now.
Yeah, with the film.
But I feel like that kind of falls into that category, right? And Dragon Ball was as well before Super came out.
Well, like Dragon Ball's still like
Evangelion.
Like Evangelion's still talked about.
Debate. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not active, but people still.
But I think that's a good example. Is the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya.
Sure, I know some of those words.
Well, that one, it was when I say it was like the anime back in the day, like people would have their like Facebook profiles have like the Church of Haruhi as their like religion and things like that. It was like huge. Everyone knew the dance. You went to conventions dressed as Haruhi Suzumiya, all that crap.
I'm just gonna have to take your word for this, I'm afraid.
Yeah, it was huge, and it feels so strange now that like I don't think new anime fans really watch it.
He's gonna take the gamble. Oh,
Crazy,
fuck, it did
man.
not pay off. Oh, reroll. Okay, that's... Oh, I'll come back for it. We're only one item off of Guppy. I know I said I'd play safe and actually get a win, but I just can't stop myself.
You can't stop yourself.
I really can't. This game is so boring playing safe. That's why I was one crazy boy.
You're a little freak. Oh, I found out as well, it's somebody in the comments was like, it's Sinvicta who's got like the 8,000 Eden streak.
Really? Sinvicta?
Yeah, Sinvicta's really good
Oh,
at it.
I know. I know of Sinvicta. I've never watched... I've seen some of his stuff, but I've not actually...
Whoa.
I've not actually, like, watched his, like... I don't find Isaac streaks fun, because I really do think that... Well, I mean, is that not case in point, right? With enough knowledge, you can just go...
Well, it's like, I remember watching Northern Lion do streaks, but Northern Lion, like, played in a more fun way, in my opinion.
I'm going to take a gamble on Guppy.
Oh, he's going for it.
Oh, hold on. How do we get in? We need a second heart, don't we?
Yeah.
And then you blow yourself up when you're in the room to get back out. Yeah, sorry, my bad. It's been a long time since I played this awful game. Guppy's head. Boom.
Oh, bro!
Oh!
What's wrong with you?
He's throwing it. I've got the patience for this. Okay, hold on. We can grind up a shitload of health from here, so this is all good. Don't worry.
Oh my god, Mabel's laid on the floor like dying.
What were we talking about? Whatever. Yeah. Anyway,
talking about anime that's like not relevant.
I was gonna say
like
Naruto has like soiled his ninja trousers by releasing a crappy sequel. It's
Boruto
Star Wars.
fucking sucks.
It's Star Wars, my guy. It happens. You just run this risk. It's Matrix.
Okay,
to be fair, though,
right.
Matrix 2 was kind of poorly received, and Matrix 3 was dog.
And then Matrix, the new one.
Matrix
Revelations
rebooted?
I had no idea. What I do know is that, like, the new Matrix at least has merits. I do not like Boruto in any way, shape, or form. I fucking hate the show. We watched so much Boruto. When I used to come home from work, we used to, every single week, we would watch Boruto when it came out, and it was a waste of time.
I still don't think it would have paid off. Well, I mean, this is just greedy people having to keep series alive, right? Because there's potentially some more money to be extracted from it. I can't name a single success story about a franchise that's been, like, gone on a hiatus that isn't, like, a hard reboot, but is just a continuation of the... I can't think of a single one. Leave it with me. I'll come back to you.
Naruto Shippuden.
Because I think of, like, all this... What?
Naruto to Naruto Shippuden.
No, well, that's not the same. That's the... No, that doesn't count.
So you mean like a sequel that's Black Hole Soul?
I'm talking about something that, like say, for example, had that Matrix film been successful, that would have been a case in point. You know, something that kind of... You could argue, I suppose, House of the Dragon.
Yeah.
If you want Game of Thrones, because that was kind of dead in the water, wasn't it? And they've somehow got something good out of that, so...
Yeah, House of the Dragon's a good show. We're gonna have to I've been, instead of rewatching it, because I don't want to rewatch a whole show before the new season comes out. I've been watching Alt Shift X talk about it.
Oh yeah, no, that's
just the
that's
more
the right play.
Time efficient thing.
That's how you do it.
In the background.
You watch the show, then you watch Alt Shift X.
I love Alt Shift X.
And that's the complete experience.
He's got such a good humor.
He's
about
an Aussie. What would you even describe it as? Like a not quite a critic.
No, he explains what's going on.
What a waste of a heart.
Yeah, about to say, why didn't you just like kill it?
Because last time I was charging up my laser, I blew myself up, my brother. I'm playing too safe. Sorry, this is going to be like this for a while. Don't pay any attention to the game.
God.
What was that? Oh, it was a controversy. Oh, yeah, I was going to talk about that. It's honestly the moment's past. Speaking of like musician stuff that's happening, have you been following the Kendrick Drake beef?
Yes.
It's just been like, you know, whoa,
it's the dollar.
What the fuck? You know the meme, the Crying Baby versus Hydrogen Bomb.
Yeah.
I feel like it's been that. I feel like Drake just keeps getting teed up.
Yeah, he does.
And it's just so embarrassing. I never liked Drake ever. I was a vehement hater when, because I was in university when Hotline Bling was like peak, right? And everyone and their goddamn mother was listening to that song 24/7, and I will never like that man. And then it also turned out...
Oh my god, stop fumbling!
It also turned out he was just like an awful person, so...
Yeah, Kendrick really has drug him.
Anyway, sorry, yes. Not relevant. What are we talking about? Oh, I haven't got a charge.
Oh, you fucking... I hate you.
What were we talking about? I'm moving on. I fucking give up on this. I haven't got the patience for it. I haven't got the patience for this shit. I grinded up all those hearts, and what did I have to show for it? A little brim. I got a little brim. We love little brim.
Little brim's good, but you need to live.
Oh, I'll win this.
You've got 4 lives.
I've completed this game with every character, even the horrible ones.
Which is the worst character, do you think, in Isaac?
Cain and Abel.
Oh, yeah, true.
Awful. Or, like, unplayable. I hated every second of that, and I've never played them since. The Lost is still interesting to me. On occasion.
You used to play Lost
Well, because they added the perfection mechanic, which is fun. If you complete certain amount of floors without being hit, you got a trinket called Perfection that gave you like a massive luck upgrade. So certain like tiers would trigger, like the fire tiers that we shoot occasionally, trigger more frequently. That's fun. It means that you get some really fun builds and you're rewarded for it. And Lost, you know, was make or break. Like you got hit once and that was it, unless you got a Holy Mantle. So that was fun. I enjoyed that. And then, you know, the game got to, there's too much in this game. This game got feature creeped. We've been needing Isaac 2 for too long. Speaking of games that got feature creeped, Helldivers. Have you been following the Helldivers?
No.
I can explain.
I did see somebody say that it's been fixed now.
So, what happened was, Helldivers was published by Sony, right? So, Sony always had this stipulation that you may require a PlayStation Network account, and they suddenly started enforcing it, right? Which is, firstly, kind of shitty that you need a console, effectively a console network, you know, console live service account to play a PC game on Steam very suddenly. Like, it's already kind of shitty to do that anyway, but then to suddenly add it midway through the game, I think people would have complained if it had been there from the start. You know, you just accept that's kind of part of the experience, right? No different to like the Rockstar launcher with GTA. No one gave a shit about that, but they would have if it was added midway through. And then, I lost my train of thought. Oh, where was I? Yeah, no, they added it very suddenly out of nowhere, and people were pissed off. But the big problem with it, beyond just kind of the inconvenience and the gamers' liberties being stomped on most oppressed group, was the inability to actually sign up for a PlayStation account in certain countries. Like across the EU, in like certain Eastern European nations, all across Asia, South America, everywhere, basically. You couldn't sign up for a PSN account, so people just had like this dud game. Now Steam have been kind of legends lately. They've been killing it. Their strategy of do nothing and let everyone shoot themselves has been working pretty well for them. They've been refunding people, like no questions asked, even now this new policy's in, right? So Sony did reverse it as of yesterday. I haven't played Helldivers, I've just been following it because I find oppressed gamers on the internet one of the most fascinating anthropological studies we could ever have. I feel like I'm the Jane Goodall of gamers, you know? Which I really, now that I said that out loud, firstly, that was good. Secondly, I need that on a fucking shirt.
You're the BTEC Davina of gamers.
Thank you, I am. Slightly less far-reaching, but we'll take it. Yeah, no, it's been resolved. I can't remember what I was going to say. I threw myself off with that.
You did. Quite
frankly, legendary Jane Goodall comment. If I were even had a modicum of sleep, I'd be, you know, like performing better.
Is that what you say to all the girls?
Not all of them. Only you.
Oh,
I don't struggle with anyone else. I'm kidding. I'm a gamer. I don't have that problem.
Oh, God.
As in, like, you know, meeting anyone else.
I said this to my friends the other day. I was talking to Maria. And
oh,
I was
God,
just
okay,
like,
here we go.
Like, how do people find the time to have an affair, bro?
Oh, Jesus. Just the thought of it is stressing me out.
Yeah. That's like a lot. I don't have to deal with that.
That seems like so much effort. Because then they're like, oh, you want to go to the hotel at 3 p.m. tomorrow? Or what?
You'd be like, sorry, I've got to play RimWorld until like 10 p.m.
Yeah, I'll be like, oh, sorry, I'm playing a game. They think I'm a square. Oh, it's magic night with my friends. Ugh.
Like, yeah, that's the thing, right? If I'm talking to a girl and I'm like, here's my anime figure shelf, she's not going to be like, oh, yeah, that's hot.
Well, it depends what the figures are.
I mean,
if it was like 25 different Vegeta, she might be like, you know.
Hell yeah.
Like, yeah.
Not gonna lie. Vegeta, nah. Maybe
Red
Piccolo.
flag.
Piccolo
yeah, okay,
everywhere.
Maybe Piccolo. Maybe Piccolo. I don't know what any of this is. We'll take that. What's this? We'll take that. I'm gonna re-roll. Oh, quad shot, Vile. This will be a laugh.
Let's go.
I've just ruined everything. This needs the noise. Oh, this is lost on you because you're a normie. The noise from Jango Fett's ship Slave 1 dropping its concussion.
Breville, are you saying that liking Star Wars is not normie?
That's not normie. That's like indie.
It's so normie to like Star
Only us
Wars.
true film buffs know about.
Oh my god, my bro just said the most normie shit in the world.
Us
Star Wars fans, the most oppressed film viewers.
Us indie film enjoyers, okay? It's Neil Breen, followed by
truly the parasite of its day.
Attack of the Clones.
Oh my god.
You can't, you just don't know what, that's like real cinema though. Listen, Scorsese was right, okay? That's real cinema. Did you not see his interview where he's like...
we talked about how Marvel films are theme parks.
He's like, Marvel films are theme parks, but that one line in Star Wars Attack of the Clones when Anakin says, sand its course, it gets everywhere. That's true cinema.
That is true cinema.
And if anyone knows what he's talking about, it's Martin Scorsese, director of every gangster film.
It's an egg. What? It's an egg.
I don't know what it does.
Neither do I.
I need an egg in this trying time. I need that too.
Oh, bro.
Easy.
Maybe I'll make some boiled eggs.
What the fuck? You see an egg in a video game and then suddenly you're hungry.
Yeah.
Good lord. We should get you study. We should get your cranial measurements, you troglodyte.
Okay. I was going to make some more conversation, but I don't think I fucking want to.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that, you know.
What the fuck do you mean?
I'm just saying you need to be, like, studied. You're going to donate your body to medical science.
You know what? That'd be fine.
Honestly, yeah, I'd be up for that.
I don't really care.
And what else are you going to do with me? I'd want something... I would be like, you can tell my... Like, I'm going to will this. You can tell my body over to the family if they collectively agree to do something cool with me. Now, how I'm going to be able to give my input on that, I'm not sure. I could write, like, a predetermined list. But there's a lot of things that are cool.
Yeah. Do you reckon I could get one of your fingers, like, cut off and, like, made into jewellery?
Well, that's not where I thought that was going. I'm glad it ended up being jewellery.
I'm not going to make a weird sex toy out of it, if that's what you were thinking.
You could probably have it, like, rigged up to, like wobble, you know?
Put it on a car.
Like, you could run, like, electrodes down. Oh, you're thinking like a hood ornament. Okay, yeah. I like that.
Hood ornament
Maybe a Christmas tree topper.
Oh, yeah, with your whole hand.
Mummy,
there,
can we put father on top of the Christmas tree? That's how our child sounds, apparently.
Yeah.
But
our
my
child,
accent, my
Oliver.
accent, evidently. Yes, our child, little Gunther. That's good. No, I mean, like, I would, like, you know, you can get, like, jewellery. My mum keeps saying that because my dad is, like, literally head to toe in tattoos.
Yeah.
No flat surface of him isn't covered in tattoos. My mum keeps saying she's going to get him, like, skinned and...
Like Cassandra from Doctor Who.
And turn into, like, a lampshade or something.
I don't know if they'd let her do that.
They would not. That would be considered... Well, I don't know. Why the fuck not? If he agrees to it, if it's in his will, and they have it properly preserved...
they'd have to find somebody who'd be willing to do it.
I'm sure there must be some sort of, like, religious exemption for the release of remains to the family. Because what about in certain cultures where you have to have particular burials?
I bet they make exceptions for that in this country.
Yeah, I bet you'd be allowed to do that. Like, there are services where you can turn people's ashes into, like...
Rings and stuff.
Yeah, like into jewellery. You can either mix it with the metal or you can turn it into, like, gems.
You know, I think that I'd do that. I would, if I was to have you cremated.
You know what I'd have you turned into? I'd have you turned into a Cherry MX keycap And I'd have you turn it to the W key because together we're always moving forwards.
Yeah, and then once you've used it too much, it's worn away, you can throw it out.
I can bin it when I spill Coca-Cola in it.
And it gets all gammy
The
and sticky.
switches wear out, yeah. Oh.
You've been trapped in the shit.
Apparently Relax Plus, that makes you shit fire.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah.
Clearly he's had a curry.
Who's had a Taco Bell? Listen, it was a TMI. No, it's not. I've never had any sort of gastrointestinal distress from a Taco Bell.
No, neither
That's
have I.
not TMI. What's the opposite? That's like...
The only thing that's given me gastrointestinal distress from a Taco Bell is because I'm lactose intolerant. So
you
cheese.
have cheese.
And
That's
the
not Taco
cheese.
Bell's
No, that's
fault.
not the Taco Bell,
No.
that's the cheese. You doing another run, or are we going to finish
No,
here?
fuck this game. It's awful. I did this just to prove a point that you can fuck around and throw away half your life and still win. It's no problem. It's an easy game for babies. I'm just here to reclaim my point.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I've got a 1 streak now, so maybe this is the big... Oh, I've got
it's
2. Shit.
When did you win? Oh, was it the other day when I was like...
I was bored waiting for you to come in here, so I played one quick. And that's that. There's our destiny. Oh, no! Spoilers! Spoilers! No! Well, if they watch this far, they can have some spoilers. Fuck it.
You idiot.
See you later.
Bye.
Say bye.
Bye.
Bye. Do you like the Windows XP wallpaper I put on?
Yeah, it's cute.
It makes me feel like I'm a child again, and I'm all hopeful that the world isn't going to
Bro,
end up
we
being
shout
shit
talk
in
about
about
that in
10
the
to
next
15 years.
episode.
What, the nostalgia stuff?
Yeah.
Brought a tear to my eye.
Right, do that next episode. Whenever we do it.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm gonna miss you. Oh, let us know how the audio is, by the way, and if anything needs fixing. All right, fuck.
Yeah, thanks.
Get out. Leave.